But no, he'll never be fired. Never. No matter how inept. No matter how many train derailments there are. When he was in East Palestine, people were peppering him. And he said, whoa, whoa, whoa. Did you know there's 1,000 train derailments a year in America? And he said that as if to be like, hey, this is no big deal. We got this all happening all the time. And I think most people take that as like, wait, what? We have how many train? This is not good. This is even worse than I thought, Pete. So no matter how many train derailments or port shutdowns or trucker shortages or FAA system failings, no matter how bad things get, he will never be fired. Because if he was fired, he'd be the first gay cabinet member fired. That's not allowed. That's a glass ceiling that he doesn't want to break. Anything that goes horribly wrong, like empire in decline levels of wrong, he will always say it's because of lack of funding from the previous administration, so blame Trump. And he'll say any criticism of me is because of my sexuality. When really the only criticism of his sexuality is when he paid for 2 babies with a surrogate mom. And then they took this picture of them in a hospital bed. Even though neither of them gave birth. My wife has given birth 4 times. I have never laid down in the hospital bed with her or by myself. Could you imagine? Honey, scooch over. I'm tired. Actually, why don't you just hop out so I can sprawl out a little bit. What is that picture? What are you doing in the hospital bed? But stop asking questions. It's historic. Slater! It's historic. ABC News, they wrote, if confirmed, Buttigieg would represent one of several firsts among Biden's cabinet nominees. Oh, it's beautiful. The cabinet could also include the first female Treasury Secretary, the first Black Defense Secretary, the first Latino Health Secretary. They didn't say this, but we now have the first transgender Rear Admiral, whatever, of the Health Department, or Adam Levine or Rachel Levine or whatever this dude's name is. This is the death of democracy. Excuse me, the death of meritocracy in America. We used to get positions and promotions based on merit. Now you get promoted based on how much you fail. Hey, thanks for watching that clip. We did a whole special on Mayor Pete Buttigieg. It's such a fascinating story. Him, the fact that he was the son of a Marxist professor. I bet you didn't know that. So his life and his time as mayor, and then the failures of his time as transportation secretary. But there's a bigger story here. There's a couple bigger stories. One of them is, it's the death of meritocracy in this country. That this guy could ever be nominated to this position. And then how this lack of shame and humility to even accept it. All these big themes and the specific details we break down on the special that's available at thefirsttv.com/support.